Right now, if you get cold or scared, goosebumps will run across your skin. Hundreds of tiny muscles all over your body twitch and pull your hairs upright. But here's the problem. The fur they're trying to raise is already gone. These muscles came to you from an animal that was covered in fur. For it, this saved its life. Fur up, and it looked bigger and scarier. For you, all that's left is a pointless shiver across the skin. And this isn't the only part like that in your body. Right now, you carry dozens of spare parts that stopped working long ago. Your body isn't a perfect design. It's a museum of old versions. Hidden inside you are parts from fish, from lizards, from furry beasts. Evolution doesn't wipe the old clean. It builds on top of it. Let's find all these forgotten parts in you. Let's begin. Scientists call such parts vestigial, leftovers. They're organs that once worked in your ancestors, but are nearly useless in you. They didn't disappear because they don't get in the way much. Evolution has no reason to spend effort removing what does no harm. So the part just stays, generation after generation. Slowly it shrinks and weakens, but it never fully goes away, and you inherit it, along with the rest of your body. A vestige is like a footprint, the imprint of the animal you once were. Let's start with the head. You have muscles to wiggle your ears, 3 of them around each ear. In a cat or a dog, they turn the ears towards sound, like radar dishes. The animal hears a rustle to the side, and the ear instantly swivels to it. You have these muscles too, all 3, from birth. Your brain has just almost forgotten how to use them. Some people can barely twitch an ear on a dare. That's all the power left. It was once a precise instrument. Now it's a party trick. Now let's test your arm. Right now. Put your arm on a table, palm up. Touch your thumb to your pinky and lift your wrist a little. Look at your wrist. For many, a thin cord pops up under the skin. That's the tendon of a muscle called the palmaris longus. It ran from the elbow to the palm and helped with gripping. Our ancestors needed it to climb and hang from branches. And here's the odd part. About 1 in 10 people simply don't have it, and their hand works exactly the same. Grip strength doesn't change. Surgeons even harvest this tendon for transplants. It's spare. Let's go lower. At the very bottom of your spine is the tailbone. A few fused little bones tucked away inside. It's all that's left of a tail. Yes, your ancestors had a tail, a real one, and you have it too, briefly before you're even born. Early on, a human embryo has a small, visible tail. Then the body removes it, and the bones fuse into the tailbone. The tail held balance and helped with climbing. You don't need it anymore, yet your body still builds the spot for it, every time, in every person. By the old blueprint, let's go inside. In your gut, there's a small pouch, the appendix. A thin dead-end sac about the size of your pinky. In plant-eating ancestors, its relative was large and working. Inside it, bacteria helped digest tough leaves and grass. We switched to other food, and the pouch shriveled. For a long time, it was considered completely useless, just a mistake of nature. It's still cut out by the thousands, and people live just fine. But here's the twist. It turned out it's not entirely empty. Inside it hides a reserve of helpful bacteria. After an illness, when the gut is emptied, it repopulates from here. A little shelter for your own microbes. A former digestive organ quietly found itself a new side job. Look inside your mouth. At the very back are the wisdom teeth, the last pair of molars which erupt only in adulthood. Ancestors needed them. The jaw was bigger and the food was tougher. Raw roots, tough meat, and coarse greens wore teeth down fast. Spare molars came in very handy. Then we learned to cook, and food became softer. The jaw shrank, but the number of teeth stayed the same. Now there's often simply no room for them, and they get removed. Touch your ear again. Up top, along the rim of the curl, many people have a tiny hard bump there. It's called Darwin's tubercle. It's thought to be a leftover of a pointed ear tip, the kind that sticks straight up on many animals. A little peak of the ear that, in us, dropped and almost smoothed out. Look in the mirror at the inner corner of your eye. There's a small pink fold right by your nose. That's all that's left of a third eyelid. In birds, lizards, and cats, it's real and working. A clear membrane that blinks sideways and protects the eye. A cat can cover its eye without fully closing it. In you, all that's left of that eyelid is a motionless pink corner. And once it moved all the way across the eye. Let's go back to the goosebumps we started with. Now it's clear it's the work of those same tiny muscles at the hairs. In a furry animal, they did two things at once. In the cold, they raised the fur to hold in warmth. In fear, they bristled it to look bigger. You have no familiar, but the program stayed. So you break out in goosebumps from cold and from fear alike, and even from music or strong emotion, through that same ancient button. Your body pulls a lever that's no longer there, and you literally feel the ghost of your former fur. Put it all together and you get a strange picture. You carry muscles for ears that don't turn, a tendon for a branch you don't hang from, a tail that isn't there, a third eyelid that doesn't blink. Each such part is a page from the past. Fish, amphibians, reptiles, furry beasts, all left their mark. Your embryo, over 9 months, seems to flip through this whole history. First a little tail, then gill arches, and then it all rebuilds. You weren't designed from scratch. You were rewritten on top of the old. Look at your body again. It's not a perfect machine. It's a layered record of every animal you once were. Every useless piece is proof that evolution is real. These aren't mistakes. It's old code still running inside you. And the goosebumps on your skin are the most honest hello from that era. Next time they run, on someone, remember, that's the furry beast waving at you. If you enjoyed this, subscribe. Here we break down why the body is the way it is, and which part surprised you most. Write it in the comments.